We're moving on to item H, resolutions, 2025 approval of project contingency for Phase 1B Fuel Depot for the Maintenance Operations Center.
That's Palm Coast Mayor Mike Norris at yesterday's meeting. The City Council has approved a guaranteed maximum price contract for the next phase of the city's new Maintenance Operations Center. City Manager Lauren Johnston reminded the council the project has been a long-standing capital priority.
As you recall, the Maintenance Operations Center is one of your top capital improvement projects on your strategic action plan. Mr. Guibo is here to present the next phase of that project and also highlight a few additional reminders of where we are in the project and future phases to come before this council.
Eric Guibo is an architect for the Stormwater and Engineering Department. He outlines how the expansion will modernize city services.
The Maintenance Operations Center project has been a top priority for the City Council for several years. Phase 1 will continue with the construction of the fuel depot, identified as Phase 1B, and improvements to PV grade. With this project, the fuel depot will be constructed and the site further developed with the paving, landscaping, irrigation, site fencing, and associated utility and technology connections. PV grade will be reconstructed from US 1 to the water treatment plant and will include street lighting, sidewalks, a redesigned fire truck turnaround, and the required stormwater conveyance and retention.
City Council approved the fuel depot contract with Gilbane Building Company for $7.98 million.
Funding for the site work project will come from the fiscal year 26-27 capital projects.
Before the vote, Vice Mayor Teresa Pontieri wanted to clarify the purpose of the project.
For the public's benefit, can we just clarify what we mean by fuel depot? Because there was a lot of controversy surrounding that term for a long time, and I don't want there to be anything in the media that misportrays what this actually is.
The fuel depot will be to service the fleet of the city only. That is where staff will go to refuel their fleet.
Thank you.
The fuel depot project is expected to begin construction early next year, marking another step forward in Palm Coast's multi-phase Maintenance Operations Center plan. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, October 22nd.
This is a charity that comes directly from the heart of my wife and me, and the heart of every one of 330 volunteers who dress up every day to play, and they play hard and they play well.
One of the region's largest charities, which serves 4 counties, including Flagler County, went before the St. Johns County Planning and Zoning Board. Liz Ryan explains why.
Co-founder of Epicure, Ken Mulford, described to the board the Herculean task they take on every day.
It is a food rescue and food distribution charity. We currently process about 1 million pounds of food every month.
They bring food to those who need it in 4 counties.
About 50% of that is St. Johns County. The other 50% or so is in Putnam County, Duval County, and Flagler County.
Ken learned an astonishing fact back in 2018 that moved them to found Epicure.
Approximately 30 to 40% of the food produced in this country is wasted. It lands in landfills. And then we also discovered that 1 in 6 people in the United States is food insecure. Literally, we were throwing away the solution to food insecurity.
And they have really grown since then.
We are now up to 1 million pounds on average per month of food distributed to around 2,000 families.
Epicure accepts donations of food that would otherwise be thrown away from many sources. Then they distribute that food to those in need.
And one of the best ways to get food in the kinds of volumes that are necessary to feed 6,000 human beings every week is to utilize semi-trucks.
Epicure owns about 3 acres at the intersection of South Holmes Boulevard and State Road 312. A sliver of that is still zoned open rural, and they've asked to change it to commercial warehouse.
Or the ability to actually facilitate semi-trucks, maybe 1 or 2, at most 3 in any given week.
They got unanimous approval from the board. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located right off I-95 at exit 311. In other news, Flagler County has closed on its 4th environmentally sensitive land purchase in a year, a 5-acre parcel west of the Hammock Dunes Bridge. The property will be transferred to the city of Palm Coast, giving room for Linear Park to expand north. It marks another addition to the county's growing network of green spaces and conservation lands, protecting outdoor recreation for years to come. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.